name is Kemper Stone. I'm with the Vallejo's People's Garden, and among the things I like to grow and work with are hard shell gourds. So I'm going to talk about hard shell gourds and how to craft them. It's one of the easiest arts, most accessible arts, and it's the kind of art where even if the low skill level or a less than brilliant design, you can get a very effective result. And it's the kind of art that's equivalent to gluing beans on a plate and the kind of things that are done in preschools. Okay, so you can use almost any artistic material and technique on a gourd that you can use on paper or wood or anything like that. They're pretty receptive to all of that. I like to use acrylic paints, especially with beginners, because they're fairly clean and they lead to good results. By using the sponge technique, you get a more realistic effect than if you are painting with a brush. The trouble with brushes is they're scraping off paint as they apply it a lot of the time, especially the way that amateurs do it. Now I'll do a little demonstration on how that's done. Here are 3 colors of acrylic paint. This is a sponge that's been soaked in water and then squeezed out. And the way I was taught is you put a little bit of each color on the corner of a sponge like that. You grab your gourd. This would ideally be a little cleaned up, but then you start just tap, 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 tapping. And you tap, 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 tap. It's not very wet, so it's not dripping and running around. The tapping helps it blend and also sort of penetrate into the surface, and it's a pretty dry technique, so this would be dry on a sunny day like this in maybe 10 minutes. So tap, tap, tap I go here. It's not covering too well, but that's how you do it. And then if you say, well, that's a little too dark, you can come back and load up with the lighter color, maybe the metallic, and start tapping some again. And the longer you tap, the more the colors blend. So ideally, to get a more realistic and vibrant look, you want the colors to blend in the viewer's eye. That's what so now we're getting that look right there, and this can be the look of some ceramic glaze that have effects like this, or some oxidized metal, some ancient archaeological metal stuff, or it's a great way to do a sky, a night sky or a day sky or a sunset. This is the way you get the clouds and the different effects and the different kinds of colors. So something like that. It's a nice decorative finish, even if it isn't anything other than just color, but it's also a good base for doing other designs. You could put some characters on there. This is a real popular one to do something like this, in the silhouette of the cactus and the howling wolf, or the skyline, things like that. To do one around from Maryland, it'd be wonderful to do one with the sky here, and then do the cranes that are along the waterfront in silhouette. So that's a real simple technique. This is one of the things we'll be teaching here, because it's a good introduction to gourds in general, and just getting a feel for it is really enough to start. It's kind of the primary objective there.